I would say to grandparents who are concerned about perhaps they haven't done a good job and they haven't been intentional about teaching their children, and they're now just coming to realize the importance of intergenerational discipleship, um, that it's better late than never. You can still impact your children and your grandchildren with your faith. I had an incident many years ago where a dear friend of mine had come to Christ as an adult, and he'd struggled in his younger years. He'd been involved in some things he shouldn't have been involved in, and basically his dad was involved in the same thing, and his father was not a Christian even after he came to the Lord. And so he was worried that his dad would never come to faith. Well, after prayer and a lot of years of encouragement and support, his father did become a Christian. And I remember his father thinking, I've wasted all these years and now I'm not going to be able to reclaim the bad influence and replace that with a good influence that will suffice for my grandchildren. Um, but it's not too late. And I think our children and our grandchildren are impacted by our stories, especially stories of transformation. That if you tell them, explain to them, share your story with them of how your life has been changed, I think sometimes that's even more effective than someone perhaps who has lived a Christian life but really hasn't made much of an impact along the way. If they see the dramatic change in your life, even though you say you've wasted those years and how am I going to get that time back? Still, God can use your story and your life transformation to shape a younger generation, and find chances to tell them. Tell your story. Um, Today it's a lot easier because you can email them, you can write them letters, you can text them. My granddaughter has just gotten a new iPhone, and one of the things she said to me was, "Pops, I want you to text me and tell me what you're doing." So I find myself texting my granddaughter and telling her stories about what I'm doing in my life, what my ministry is about, what my day is like, and things in my day. And I think that really communicates to young people. They want to hear and know what we're doing, and especially when it's faith related. So it's again going back to seeing faith lived out. So even though it may have been something you came to late in life, God can still use your story and help to shape the coming generation. But you just have to be aware of it and tell them your story. Let them know what happened.